Yeah. Buat ini ero. Mingga. Alis itu dah jalan. Ini smart ada. Dah kayak kau jadi dokter lagi balik cerita. Jangan lagi dulu akhir ya. Memang tidak coba. Kayak kita punya memang tidak. Siap-siap. Kan kah ya. Tapi kan itu kenapa namanya rakyat? Smiling dong. Ah. Penting. Apa? Kalau jarak kita berapa ada? Đúng rồi là chưa. Đâu chết cái này rồi. Đừng có chơi nữa. Dạ. Đây luôn. Nói gì lắm nè. Ada. Marba. Irung ba to ye. Quay được hai lần để quay. Thôi nhá rồi. Vô vào trong. Wait, you'll give about this. Iya nih. Tingkat ini.
Baik,
Alberto Mai, Alberto Mai. Oh, magkakasali. Yun ang magkakamoy ko. Yun mo, nagkamoy.
Uh, Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Uh, Welcome to this game, KVC versus Ndejje. I expected this game to be competitive and challenging, and I can see that is what it is so far. Starting out this game, KVC has had a good start, and they had the lead at some point. I see Ndejje is also pushing to catch up. At some point I saw it was 12-16, but now it's 18 for KVC, 16 for Ndejje, and the fight is still on. We are already more than halfway through this set, but it's a competitive game because KVC the previous weekend gave Nemo a tight game as well, took them to decisive, and I think Ndejje lost to UCU, the game that they've previously played, but they've had one win as well. So Odeke Moses, yeah. So we can see Joel, Innocent Ayo coming through the pipe there, and Kevis is getting that pipe going, that backcourt going. But we didn't see it so much in the previous games, I think. And Innocent was struggling so much with his personal errors that he had, especially in the game against Nemo. But we see today he seems to be very alert and on. Yeah. Then for Ndejje, it's tough to say which player to look out for, especially now that I would say Emakato, but Emakato is on the bench. He's starting out on the bench and has been coming in as a substitute. And Komakech has been playing in that position that we saw Emakato come in as a in a substitution for him. So maybe we would say that he's the player to go to, and we see now that he's on the backcourt. He came in for Komakech, and the other player also to look out for is Cherani Fairu, because he's also one of their go-to power attackers, and then also their middle player, shot number 3 as well. Yeah, but KVC has now pushed back their lead once again to 21, and they look like they are the team to take the set, to take this first set, but it's not over until it's over.
Okay, thank you very much, everyone that is joining us, those on ground and those who are online. We are here watching KVC taking on Ndejje, and as we are witnessing, this set is really stretching. KVC is on the lead, of course, 21 points, 17 for Ndejje. But of course, these are two teams that have come from the previous games not with any points. Maybe KVC because they had a decisive game against Nemo Stars. But Ndejje, you know that they went ahead to lose that game against UCU 3-1. So this particular game, both teams need to stretch and get maximum points for this weekend.
Yes, and especially for Ndejje mostly because they lost their game against UCU men 3-1. They did not get the point there. So I feel they are pushing so much at least to go away with a point here. Because if they don't go away with a point, and this being their second game of the season, it would be really, really something that the coach would not want to see. Oh, and their coach, that is Chitosi Ronald.
Yeah, we are seeing a substitution here. I think the coach wants to really bring in a good server. That is Abel for Ndejje. There is coming in for Pakurekwa. That is the jersey number 3, the middle player. I think if I mentioned that right, it should be the name. Yes. Good service. And there goes Bernard Ochen on the middle there. And he earns a point for KVC.
Bernard really had to step up this season because he's a player who was playing for KVC.
Yeah.
That was KVC. Oh, I think Bernard is a player that has stepped up really because he was playing for KVC B in Serie C, and now being able to step up and play for KVC A, especially a Serie A game, he has really, really pushed himself. And the setter is now even having some more confidence in him and pushing him to actually build himself and grow as a player. But that is a service error that we see from Tizo. Rare service error from him. He's a good server and quite consistent in the service box, but he just has an error on that one and doesn't put it over. But KVC is only 2 away to take the set, and Ndejje is looking to maybe catch up. And I always say it's not over until it's over, surely. And you can see Ndejje is able to get that point again. And now they are only 3 behind. And with the setter now going in the backcourt, and we are seeing Emakato on the front court, they have a good chance to actually catch up if they're able to defend on the net there. They have people who can actually score for them.
Yeah, and I think the service is good. The setter is doing very well with the service there, and you see at KVC receivers, they are struggling to really contain the service, and they are forcing themselves into errors. We have seen the previous 2 points are all from courtesy of receivers.
Yes, and that's a good block from Kevin there in the middle. the middle player. He's watching on the net closely and is able to send that ball back. And Kavc is now calling a timeout. Yeah, and these are tough points really. Being in this state, if Kavc doesn't make the next point, they'll surely be on so much tension because they had a good lead and now they're just in a 2-point lead, and it's a late game. And Ndejje has the serve. We can see they are having 3 attackers on the front court. Onapa is there, but I always say Onapa is not a finisher. He's not someone to finish for you the set. He will take for you the points in the middle, but he's not someone who can finish the set for you. And Ndejje has a chance here. Do they get the point? Good defense there from Tizo. Onapa comes in hard and he is able to get that point and take Kavc to the first set point. Onapa tends to struggle in the late points. He's a player who will give you the game, who will give you the first points of the game. But in late game of 20s, it's rare for him to actually be making points, and that is the time when even the setter is looking for him a lot. Ball goes to Emma Kato and he's blocked, but it's kept in play. This time it's Innocent Ayo. Good effort. Good defense there from Ndejje. Onapa again, and this time he gets that point. Do you see how Emma Kato is playing? What do you think about his play at the moment?
Emma Kato, we all know, is a very good player when it comes to converting these balls, off-system balls. But when the reception is good, he can score for you. But it is hard for him to come on like the way we have just witnessed, and he's going to block Onapa, who has been in the game and scoring. And I think Emma Kato is not a player whom you really rely a lot to chase for games, like points, if the opponent is leading, because we have seen like 2 errors from him. And I don't know why just number 6 Fairul there has decided to go and block in position 2. And Emma Kato is blocking Onapa, who is the high jumper. And you have seen how he has gone so high above there and scored that point.
Yes, so maybe there should have been a switch there between the two players.
Yeah.
And also I feel maybe Emma Kato would block easily in position 2 because that would be his strongest side, being a left-handed player.
Yes.
Yes, but also I wonder why he has not been started, why he's starting on the bench. Is it because the coach is going for the taller player, Komakech, to block, or he's just going for him on the basis of attack? Because I believe Emakato is a technical player and they are playing against Kavc. They would need him unless maybe there are other physical concerns that he's having. But we look forward to set 2 to see who is taking it. And I don't know what to say surely, because it's unclear to me whether this game can actually go to 5 sets, or even Kavc could take it 3-0 or 3-1. It's very tough because the way Ndejje is playing at the moment, they are not having one they are not having one player to rely on to make points for them. While Kavc, of course, they have Onapa, and then Innocent Ayo can come in and try to help, and maybe they are middles somehow. But Ndejje, it's unclear who is their main player, who is the attacker, that the go-to player, that if they need that 1 point, they are going to give him the ball. We have not yet seen it, but maybe in this coming set we shall be able to see it.
Ano kailangan na mga poros? Ano kailangan na? Okay, ano kailangan na?
All right, set 2 is underway, and Ndejje University gets that first point of this set, and we see the setter is going into serve. That is John Joel. Let's see how they can push surely this set, because the first set, it was a little bit tough for them. It's an error there from the setter, Edmond. That ball was a little too far for Onapa to catch up to. And you know, Edmond is a young setter. And for him to actually step in and fill in that gap for Martin, because we see Kavc is not having their usual players, even Ronnie Odiek is not there, Martin is not around. So he has done a good job to step up and push the team, really. And that is good. And we see Tizo is also starting here in this game. So maybe they are looking to push. There's a net touch there from Ndejje from the middle.
Yeah, I think at this point you can all see that KVC has Onapa and Ayo to rely on. Tizo basically will give you the service, he will give you that backward defense and the reception that you need. But people to attack, we only have Onapa and Ayo. And you see Tizo has done good there in service. He has forced a reception error of Emma.
And it's a good back set really from Eddie. Onapa actually has one block there.
Yeah.
And the block is even late. So it's a good set there from Eddie. Eddie is a player for Bukedia, by the way. Bukedia,
Yes.
is it secondary school? Yeah. Oh, comprehensive, yeah, that one. And he's really doing a good job for his team at the moment. Another good serve from Tizo. And also you could say that the service pressure from Kavc is also another thing that is making it a bit difficult for Kavc. I mean for Ndejje at the moment, because you can see Tizo is serving hard and there's a little bit of a struggle there. Even when the setter was serving Eddie, there was also some little bit of struggle there for Ndejje. And they are going after the receiver attacker. Another good serve from Tizo, but this time the catch is quite okay. And that is Emma Kato who attacks that ball. And we see now this second set they've started Emma Kato.
Yeah.
And now Komakech is on the bench. I think the coach now wants to maximize on those skills and that experience to see how he can push and get the set. And I would want to actually see this game going to 5 sets, because I really want to see a competitive game. That's an error from Kavc, from the setter. Miscommunication between him and Tizo.
Yeah.
Despite Innocent trying to keep that ball in play, Emakato just shuts it
you
down.
can really see that KVC had 3 attackers on front court. It wouldn't be very clever for a setter to put the ball for that backcourt attack, especially when you have Onapa there in 2 and you have Ayo in position 4. And you know Tizo is not an effective backcourt taker. He's really going to come and maybe try to place that ball. And the ball was high, he missed it. If not because of Ayo playing it over, but still it couldn't go beyond Emma Kato there, and he pounced it back the court.
Yes, and we see Chris is now on front court, and Bernard is going to serve. We saw Chris tried, okay, he did well against Sportes and even better against Nemo Stars. And he's also one of those upcoming players that have joined Kavc, those young players. And he's filling in those gaps because we see Ronnie Odiek is not around, and also the big guy is also not around. So they have to see how to work with that in this moment. Good attack from Ndra. Good attack from Innocent Ayo, but also good defense. The ball is just comes back and there's no one in 6 on the KVC side.
Now you see how Tizo is positioning himself in a position that he has to cover up for Ayo to receive there so that Ayo can go and attack. But still the reception is not all that good and we have Onapa to rely on and he scores. That is his job. He has to score. That's
Yes.
why he's on that position of the opposite. He has to score.
And again, Onapa is, and the setter, they are taking advantage of that slightly shorter block that they are having in position 4 on the side of Ndejje. So it's a good opportunity for them, surely. But as you can see, Ndejje is still having the lead, and good attack there through the middle. And if they can work on the service pressure and get the middles going, maybe they will have a chance to actually push KVC. And they're having the lead here, the 2-point lead. It's a good start from them. But you can see for Ndejje, the service is usually is mostly going to position 1. But personally, I feel if you are having a team where their main attacker is in that position in 2, in the opposite, yes, serving position 1 is good, but it would be good to serve in position 4 or 5, so that the ball doesn't, so that you force the setter to backset that ball, which is rare for a setter to actually push that ball when it has stayed in 4, to push it and force a backcourt in 1 or force a ball in 2. So I think maybe Ndejje needs to see that and see how they can use their service to actually put KVC on tension and maybe cut off the attacker that is giving them some troubles at the moment.
So we have all the setters are on front court here, and you see the decision making is going to kick in here. Okay, off system play, ball goes to 4, setter doesn't jump, retrieved, and there's an error on the nets there by the setter Edmond. Ndejje is leading with 3 points. They have 9 and KVC has 6. We are into the second set of this encounter. Reception from Tizo goes back to him, and off the hands of the setter John Joel. So back comes in Ochen, the young middle blocker for KVC.
And Ndejje is still maintaining their 2-point lead there against KVC. And you can see the service pressure is now improving. But again, the setter is forcing that ball to Onapa. Really,
No, I think the libero of KVC is struggling to really look for the setter. I don't see a reason why you will look for him because he's on backcourt. Why do you need something very perfect? Just give him maybe his comfort zone and he sets the ball. And you see he's struggling to really push that ball to position 4. And all the balls he has set to position 4 are entirely not reaching there. And
Yes.
KVC, their outside hitters are attacking slightly the running ball. And when the ball like that doesn't reach, he's going to be forced to come back direct to the block.
Yes, and you see Ndejje is now using their middles. The middles are now moving, which is a good advantage for them. And it's somehow one of the reasons why they are keeping there in that 2-point lead. Backset and Emma Kato comes in, but he's blocked. And that is an error from Innocent Ayo. That ball did not cross, I think.
It didn't really reach. Even the set was slightly not in position, and yeah, he even hits the net.
The setter is struggling to send the ball out, and it's staying slightly halfway through the court. And it's not the first time that we have seen that, several times really. So maybe if he could adjust on that, because that ball forces the attacker to go straight, and usually there is the higher block of the middles in the middle there. This time again through the middle, Ndejje gets that ball, that point.
That right there is Ponciano for Ndejje with a good score. Yeah.
Good pick from Tizo. Ball goes to Onapa, and good defense there from Ndejje. And it's a good score.
I don't know if the coach is really reading this game, because now the setter is getting to struggle with his hitters. The balls are not that comfortable for them. Onapa is moving, the ball is really also running, so he has to only bring it back on court, and you can see they are forcing now to go for timeout, and Ndejje has drifted away to about 4 points lead.
Yeah, and also I feel the service pressure is starting to kick in at the moment. You can see Ndejje is trying to now serve harder, which is good, because in the first set we saw their services were not as good as they are now, and if they maintain, they can actually get the set. But the KVC setter has forgotten about the middle players. He's now playing Onapa and Innocent, and even Tizo is not getting a ball at the moment. Yes, he's on the backcourt, but we are not seeing him. And the setter is having Chris there in the middle. Maybe he could trust him with one ball so that he commits the Ndejje blockers there, and also try to take advantage of the fact that he's having 3 attackers on the front court, and he can see how to switch up the block. But that's a service error from Ndejje. And now KVC is just looking for 3 points to catch up. And we are now getting into those crucial points on the side of Ndejje. Yeah. Onapa, service. Good service from him. Very good service.
Yeah, that's a very powerful service from Onapa there. But also you can look at the libero of Ndejje. Happy. He's a very good receiver and a very composed one, because you don't expect such an error from him.
Yes. And Onapa is jump serving that one. Ball goes to Emma Kato, and he gets that point. That is what they were missing, because he's an experienced player, and you can see that the blockers are there and they are high, but he's finding a way to go through. And despite Komakech being tall, there's just something that Emma Kato has, and that comes with experience that maybe he may not have. That is what I was talking about. Get the middles going, and you can see that the point that Chris has just made. Good play from him.
Yeah.
So that can push the team and also make the Ndejje middle players commit in the middle.
You can see these boys are tall. Chris is tall from this side, and you can see the center player of that Ndejje side is also tall. So
Yes, and
from one tall center player through another tall center blocker.
good effort there from Emma Kato. And you can see that commitment now. The middle player had committed in the middle, but that is also an error from Onapa. What do you think about that type of play?
That is a very, very reckless play
You can
from
see that commitment.
Onapa there. You don't really expect an opposite to put the ball in the net. Not at that kind of... The setter is struggling to really give you a ball and you can't put it in the net.
From Onapa.
I think the setter can really... You can see his body language there. He's really frustrated and the double sub is going to come in. He's going in. You have... this is Smith.
Smith, yes.
Smith and Crispas are coming in, and Onapa with Edmond, they are going off. Double sub, three players on front court, all attacking. The setter is back court. So we wait and see if they are really going to change something in this.
Now, you know, Crispas, we have not been seeing Crispas around, but I think this is the first league game that we are seeing him being here. But that's a good serve there from Ndejje. It's just very good serve. Back set. Backcourt set there. It was a dump. Kavc is struggling really. Are you seeing how they are struggling first on the reception and now even a little bit on the defense? There are a few errors there. Because if someone makes such a play, surely the ball is supposed to be used in a certain way to get your team to get that point. That's a dump from Smith. Good effort from the libero. Is it kept alive? No. And Ndejje edges far away from Kavc.
Yeah, I think Kavc's problem right now is that reception. And it's really evident the libero is struggling to deliver that perfect reception to the setter. I don't think they have that feeling to say maybe the setter is not good. These are quality setters. They know what to do. Just put the ball up, they make their decisions. They have three attackers on front court.
Yes, and that is a service error from Ndejje. I think that is Chitosi, Ronald. Yeah, he's now playing both as a coach. He's now acting as a coach and as a player. And now he's on maybe to see that his team gets that that set, takes away the second set. And Joel Endra is also now on court. Good set through the middle, but the attacker is makes an error. I think Martin. Maybe in the comments there, you could help us and confirm if Tukureka's second name is Martin or Marvin.
So Kavc has brought in Endra. Endra is a very good server. He's technical at that service. So we are looking at now the gap in the scores reducing there. Now we have 3. And he goes again. Very good attack from Fairul there. 20 for Ndejje and 16 for Kavc. Jesus. That's what you do. Very good set there from Crispas to Ochen. And the youngsters scored off the hands of the middle players, Ponciano and of course John Joel. And the double sub has been reversed. We have Onapa coming on with Edmond, and Edmond is going here to serve. On the defense, we have backcourt Ayo and Endra, and all these are quality players in terms of court coverage and defense. So Edmond goes straight at Chitosi. Good set from John Joel, and here goes Fairul off the hands. Very good score. it is at this point that you understand why Emma Kato is one of the experienced players there. Now we see him and go Martin. Yes, and there goes Onapa. Very good set from Edmond and 18-22 now.
And like I always say, it's not over until it's over.
Right.
But I feel Ndejje really is on the edge of taking this set. But that's a service ace there from Tizo. And that is the service pressure that Kavc needs in this moment to push Ndejje and to give them that tension right now. Okay, thank you there in the comments, Wambale Alex, for correcting us there. Tukureka is now, Tukureka is Martin. He is Martin and not Marvin. Thank you. Does Onapa get it? No, ball is still up. And it's now Emma Kato. And he gets that point. You can see that that type of play comes with experience, really. And maturity.
Yeah.
You can see how he plays that ball. Take a look at how he just sends that ball off of Onapa's hands and just gives Ndejje a break off of Tizo's service. Good attack there from Onapa. Turns on the line. And now it's attention time for Ndejje. They need to get those 2 points and take the set. But we see Chris is also getting back on. Joel Endra has gone out and Bernard is serving. So there are 3 attackers on the side of Kavc, and that means the attack is there and the defense as well, having the setter on the backcourt. Again, that mature play from Emma Kato. And now it's the set point for Ndejje, and they still have 3 set points. So Kavc is calling the second time out. I think Ndejje has really improved their play in this set.
Yeah, I think maintaining Emma Kato on that court for this second set has worked in favor of Ndejje, because most of the points, if we are to tally, they have all come from him. And you know, they are not hard points. He's just using the hands. He goes, he looks at the block, and he makes an easy score. Because I don't think if you go and attack hard balls, you're going to get more than 1 point. It's 1 point. So whatever action you use to score that point, it's always 1. And Emma Kato has really played very well in this second set for me.
Yes, and I continue to say they were missing that person, the go-to player, when they are looking for a point. And now having Emma Kato on, they are having that. Yeah. And now that they have the serve, we see it's the middle player going into serve.
Ponciano.
No, yeah.
Not Ponciano.
And that's a tough pick, but ball goes to Onapa, and he gets that point. And it's now 21-24. Ndejje still has a chance. They still have 2 set points. So Onapa had a good service run the previous service, but this time it's unfortunate. He makes an error, and that is the end of the second set. And Ndejje takes this one. It's been good play for them, especially keeping Emma Kato on. And we saw a few errors from Kavc side, and also the poor sets that the setter made, with the balls not reaching and sometimes forgetting about the middle. But I look forward to see who is going to take the next set. And now Ndejje taking this set, don't you think that we could actually go for 5 sets?
Yeah, I really see Ndejje's momentum is boiling, and they have put Kavc on the tester. But look at the set scores. Even first set went up to 25-21. It's the same score in this second set. I think if Ndejje maintain their momentum, they are going to go ahead and win the next set. But also on the side of Kavc, they really have to make their reception count here, because that is how they have really lost this set. Their reception was not that good, especially from a libero. Libero has been really struggling to receive there, and the setter has been having issues delivering these balls to his attackers, especially people, the receive attackers in position 4. So he had all the time to always rely on Onapa, and yeah.
Okay, let's see how the third set will really go and on whose side it will go. And set 3 is underway again, and Ndejje once again gets that first point of the set. And that is a good play there from Fairul Cherani. A good play from him, good attack, and it's a good start there, starting out there with one blocker out there. But then again, the setter says, let's rub that point away, and he makes the first service error of the set.
Yeah, and of course we have Emma Kato again has been started, and Coach Chitosi has started from out, and Vincent is back in his position as the receiver there.
Yes, good effort there from the libero.
You can see that I always say that when the ball doesn't reach, there's only one option the attackers have, and they have to force it through the block. And Emma Kato just goes direct to the net.
This time he makes that effort and gets that point. Yeah, and I think we are going to still see so much of him. And of course, on the KVC side, the usual, we shall see a lot of Innocent Ayo and Onapa in this set as well. And KVC needs to actually push and see if they can maybe get this set. But Ndejje as well, because like we said in the start, both teams are looking to get points. Yes, but that is an error from the setter, a little tight and out of system set for Emma Kato. And KVC has the lead of this set. Oh, it's an error from Emma Kato. He tried to turn that ball towards the line and he doesn't get it. It's an error from him. Again, I think Ndejje has not started this set very well because those are 3 errors now. The service error, the 2 attack errors, the set error, and also this attack error. So really, they've not had a good start. Good serve from Onapa, little bit of a struggle, and Vincent sends that ball over, free ball. And good pick again from the libero. And Vincent gets that. Does he get the point? Yes, he gets it. Good effort from both sides to keep that ball in play. And the setter is, the coach is complaining why the middle player had to take that set. But I think there could be a little bit of an issue there on the KVC side.
Yeah, I think
with one of the players.
there is a collision between the setter Edmond. There's a ball they're going to set two of them with Tizo, and he kind of should have twisted his ankle, but we see him standing there. He looks fine.
I think he seems to be okay. Yeah.
He should be okay.
And Ndejje takes that small moment to have a chat with their coach.
Very, very good service there from Ponciano. Gets an S. And he's serving direct where the libero is, and that ball has landed between the libero and Tizo. So
yeah, the libero Isaac is struggling a little bit.
Yeah, that's Kasuja.
Tough play there for Ndejje on the block. KVC once again in the lead. They've had a slightly shaky start as well, despite the errors that Ndejje has made. Because both teams are having those individual errors that you don't expect, a little bit of miscommunication. Good serve there from from Innocent Ayo. I don't know why I always make an error there with I mix up the names of Innocent Ayo and Joel Endra. But maybe I'll just get used to it and just soak the mistakes. But tough play there for Martin. And now I think that is an S service from KVC. So the service pressure is on. And Innocent Ayo is one of those good servers for KVC. Yes, it's an ace service. And also there seems to be a miscommunication there between Vincent and the middle player, Martin. Ball goes to Emakato. Good defense from KVC. Free ball. Set. And Vincent gets that. Does he know? Good effort there from Onapa. It's a free ball again. This time it's Emakato and he forces the setter to receive. Tizo comes in hard, but he is shut down. Good block from Emakato, and now he's going to serve. Very good block, very good connection between him and Martin on the net. Ndejje is now chasing 2 points.
Okay, that's another error from the setter there, and I think there was a miscommunication between him and Tizo. You know, Tizo takes a running ball, and that one was really fast. It left him there, and you see he has forced an error off him. Now Ndejje is picking up in this set, and we are going to really witness one of the tough third sets. And there goes Onapa, so wide off the court.
An attack error from Onapa on that one. And now we are back on level. Ndejje 7, KVC 7. Again Tizo, and this time does he get the hands? No, he does not get the hands. That ball was so high up. Let's take a look again at the replay here and see if he was able to get any hands. No, unfortunately he was unable to get a touch there. He's complaining that there's a touch, but there seems to be none. He went so high on that ball. There are so many errors.
That ball
was there a touch? No, there was no. I don't think there was a touch on that ball, the previous ball. But the referee kept the rally going, and now KVC has to call the first timeout, and they've really struggled there with the sets. You can see the setter is seemingly uncomfortable at the moment.
Yeah.
Even the sets are not accurate. He's struggling somehow, and the attackers are now also struggling. And the reception is not that bad. Yeah.
KVC are now behind because Ndejje has made about 3 points from 6, and now they are on the lead because of the errors that KVC are making.
It was actually 4-7 at some point, then now it's just 9-7.
Yeah.
Pressure is gone. Emma Kato is back. And again, putting that ball, just putting that ball to the libero. And they catch it there. But he lies trying to catch it there. This time he's able to get that point. And KVC finally gets a break there. At some point it was 4-7, but Ndejje managed to push through and maybe take the lead again. But good pick there from the libero. Happy. Did they get the point? Yes, and they're back in the 2-point lead. It was a good service run from Emma Kato, and just a few errors there from the setter on the side of KVC, and they were unable to contain Ndejje for those last few points. But Ndejje is seemingly pushing and pushing now, and they're not even struggling so much on the service. They're just sending that ball to the libero, to Kasuja. But this time they go after Tizo. The dump that is well read by Happy. Quick set in the middle, and Tizo is blocked on that one. And there seems to be several miscommunications on the side of KVC.
Yeah, I think KVC is trying to rush this set here because now the pressure is piling. We are back to where we were in the second set. Now Ndejje has pulled away. They have a 3-point lead. And you can see now the substitution is going to be made for the setter. Crispus is going to come in and try to maybe calm down things because he's an experienced setter and mature. So we want to see how KVC picks up from this substitution they have just made.
This time the dump gets through from Bernard, and he's able to get that point. Emma Kato is unable to get there. We see Emma Kato is playing in opposite. Yes, and that is perfect for a left-handed player. At some point, I thought he was playing a receiver attacker, but he's in the opposite position. A good pick there from Happy. Good attack. Impressive attack there from Cherani. Good attack, and credit to the setter as well, and the middles. You see, two blockers committed on the middle, and Onapa was left alone on the outside. And that is how you want your attacker to attack when they're left with one block to go into space.
I think that was a very good decision from the setter. Although Fairul had a high block for Napa there, you could really see that you had space to go straight to diagonal, and that is what he did exactly.
Yes.
So
free ball.
And there we go. Ponciano. Very good attack from Ponciano there, and a very good set, of course, from John Joel. Don't take it for granted. Ndejje are back to the driving seat here, and we can really see that even the change that KVC has made of Crispus to try and calm things down is really not maybe trying to help them.
Yes, and they are still struggling a bit on the serve. And Martin is also a good server. This time Tizo tries to get that point, but Ndejje's defense is just there in the middle there. Free ball again for Ndejje. The setter just dumps that ball. Good play from him. Smart play, actually.
Yeah.
You see the Ndejje blockers. They're making those touches, those important touches off the block, where their cover is able to process the ball and they come back and attack. And that is something that we are not seeing so much on the KVC side at the moment.
Yeah.
Again, you can see now KVC is having Ndejje is having a 5-point lead. and they are pushing and pushing and getting into the late game. And you see now Joel Endra has come on for Tizo, maybe to also get that to reduce that pressure and tension for the team.
Yeah, Joel is a calm player. He's this kind of player who doesn't really put himself on so much pressure, and he delivers when the team needs him.
Yes. And that is a good play from Onapa, a good set from Crispus, and they're able to get a break. Now they're just 4 points behind, and it's still a little bit early, an early game, sort of.
Yeah.
So we could see things change here, or maybe if Ndejje is able to keep up, the things could stay the way they are. But that's a good service from Endra. And it's an attack error from Cherani.
And there's a net called on the block of KVC there. We're really not very sure if there was a net foul.
But let's take a look again, see if there was a net foul from Onapa or Bernard. Yes, there was a net foul,
Yeah.
I think, from the side of Bernard. And he seemed to almost as though go under the net. I think he wanted to take a kill block, but the movement was not the best. It's another block from Ndejje. Are you saying that the net defense for Ndejje has improved and it's giving them that edge against KVC?
Yeah, and it also goes back to the setter and his outside hitters there. You can see Crispus is trying to really make things good for Ayo, but it seems they are not really connecting there. And you see now the reception is again coming in. Things are really becoming bad on the side of KVC there, and you see there's an infringement called on the setter there. Crispus is on the backward position there, so 17-10. Ndejje is in full control of this third set. Good service. Goes to the libero and forces an S. John Joel with that service there. I think Ndejje is really having a party in this third set, and all they are doing is just give the ball to KVC, see what they can do, make them error, and just keep adding their points.
But that's a service error from the setter, John Joel. But they are still having that 7-point lead. So as long as they are able to push and get into the late points, they have a chance. But KVC is making a substitution here. And we are seeing Rukundo Smith is coming on. And then also Swaliki. I think this is the first time we are seeing Swaliki getting on court. In the previous games for Ndejje, it's the first time that we are for KVC. It's the first time that we have seen him get on court, and his first serve is an error that pushes Ndejje University even closer to their goal of this set. When we started watching this game in the start, you would think that KVC was the better team.
Yes.
At the start. But Ndejje is seemingly very difficult for them at this moment. And now the substitution has come on, and they are bringing in a very good server.
Abel?
Yeah, as we saw in the first set, he tried to push his team to a certain point. And now he's coming in, and the game is quite late. And yes, he sends that ball to the libero, but that's a good catch. It's an error from Innocent Ayo. That ball just touched the antenna and went on court, so it is out.
Yeah, you could really see that the ball was too fast for Ayo there, and it's the second time the ball is leaving him, and they are making him really look sluggish there.
Yes, and back set, but he is blocked. Again, the Ndejje net defense has really done well this set. Credit to them surely, because they've really defended on the net and they're making those crucial touches. And KVC, right now I don't see the problem being the reception, because the reception is okay. But now Smith also struggles there a bit on that set. Ball goes through the middle. The setter tries to give that ball to Smith. Again, it's a free ball. And now Emakato, does he get it? No. Smith comes in and it is kept alive. And Emakato gets that point. Good attack from him. Good effort from the libero, Happy and Vincent there on the net. And Ndejje is just going on and getting these points. And KVC has just seemingly gotten stuck on 11 points in this set.
Yeah, I think there is something that is happening with the KVC side there. You could really see that the balls are everywhere. The sets are everywhere. We are not sure of who to play the ball or who to be given the ball, because the setter is just going, set in 4, let me set in the backcourt, let me set in the position 1 or something like that. Because you have seen now we have introduced another opposite player there. It's not on upper. It's not on upper one we are used to. We're having Rukundo. So you could really see the setter is putting balls everywhere. Position 4, backcourt, and the defense is doing its part on the Ndejje side there.
Yes, and KVC again trying to push. Ndejje just needs 3 points to take this set. And I don't know what KVC can do right now to push themselves, because reception is not an issue, but they're having several service errors. Then we saw the setter struggling a little bit, both setters actually, and they are pushing the attackers to struggle as well in attack. And the services are really just not there. They are just not there. And sometimes I don't know why KVC struggles a bit, because now this is a team where they are supposed to just come and play and serve hard and just do well. But they are struggling, and they had started out quite well, but it's just something that is mysterious, something that is tough to understand.
So Ndejje has made a double sub there, but now we are seeing John Joel. What? That was not a good set from John Joel or addition to make, because Martin is a tall player, and when you give him a short ball like that one, he really can't do much. That's why he has just put it in the net there.
But the way KVC had started this game and the way it is going right now, there's just something that is missing there, and I can't quite get it. But I think the block is not doing so well. It's not doing a very good job. The block and also the sets are a bit shaky.
Yeah.
And the service errors, really, because KVC is a team that has a good service, general good service for the team. But if the sets are, you can see now even again, Smith is forced to send a free ball. But that is an error from Jacob. I think, yeah. There was a net touch. Ball was on court.
Yes, he really played the ball and it went and landed right in front of the libero. Just take a look at this.
I actually saw that ball.
I seen that.
I thought it went out.
No, it landed on court.
That's why I'm saying error. I thought it went out. But that's a good play from him. Again, you can look at the sets coming in from KVC. All the sets seem to be going out away from the court. Good effort from Happy, but Vincent is unable to keep it in play.
KVC really has to do much in terms of these running balls they want to attack, because the balls are leaving their outside hitters. I don't know whether they have that communication with the setter that the ball should be very fast, because you can see it left Endra, it left Ayo, and it's forcing him to do a lot of errors there.
And that's a good attack from from Martin, and the set is just done. 17-25. It was not a good show for KVC in this set. The blocks are not there, and there are so many service errors, and the players, the attackers, are not in having a good connection with the setters. So they need to see how they can fix that. And Ndejje has played so well on the block there. The blockers were making very good touches and good defense there. And the backcourt as well, they are just going in for that ball and not letting that ball get on their court. And let's see how set 4 will go. Are we going 5, or will Ndejje just take this away with 3-1?
All right, we are back for our fourth set. The temperatures have gone down, and both teams are ready to play. And we see that KVC side has left Endra on court. Tizo has been sidelined here again in this fourth set. On the side of Ndejje, no changes so far, because I see Vincent is in his position, of course, the same as Emakato. And we go right for block from Fairu there. Bring down Onapa. KVC have set up their starting 6 in the way that the setter has been placed in position 6 and create a 3-man attack for his team. service error from John Joel there, and KVC seems to look super pumped for this set here, because anything they do, they must win this set if they are to progress to another set. And for Ndejje, they need to win the set if they are to get maximum points from this game here. Emma Katso off the hands of Edmond, and good defense there. Free ball. Innocent goes to Onapa, and ball is retrieved again. And he confirms Onapa. He goes through the hands of Emma Katode and Ponciano and secures a point for his team. Bernard Ochen going for the service here for KVC. Good service. Goes to Vincent. Blocked down by Akankwasta. KVC has started this set the way they did in the third set.
Yeah, but if they're able to actually maintain the services this time and put that service pressure on Ndejje, maybe they will be able to get some good points here. And you can see what that is doing. It's an error there from Emma Kato. Rare error, surely, from him. Yeah, from a player like him. And KVC has started well with a 3-point lead. But that is a service error from Bernard. And gives Ndejje that good point. And we see now Cherani is going to serve. Ndejje still has 3 attackers on the front court, which is a good advantage for them. We see Joel Endra started this set ahead of Tizo. We see him starting this set ahead of Tizo. And maybe they are looking to put that mature player in. Yes, Tizo is also an experienced player and quite mature. But I think they need a player to calm the team down and push them and see how they can get this set and go 5. Oh, George is asking where is Alan on YouTube. If you're talking about Alan, I think Alan Ejet, he plays in Rwanda.
Yeah, he's playing with Gisagara Volleyball Club there in Rwanda.
Yes, and I don't think we shall be seeing him this season, because when you sign a contract to play internationally, you don't have a chance to get back and play in Uganda. You're part of your team, yes, but you only play those open tournaments. Yeah.
Yeah, I hope, George, we have given you the response you needed. If it's Ejet Alan that you're asking about, is in Kigali and playing for Gisagara Volleyball Club there. And he's going to be playing alongside, of course, our very own here, Malinga Cuthbert. They are in the same team. So he should really be enjoying his time in Kigali.
Yes, but KVC has really started this set very, very well. You can see they're having a 4-point lead, and now we are going 5-point lead because it is just 3 points for Ndejje and now 8 for KVC. Oh, that is a point for Ndejje University. Good play from them. Sorry about that confusion. But again, it is now a 4-point lead.
Yeah, very good play from Edmond, the setter there, connecting with Onapa. Onapa doesn't go for the attack and just decides to flip that ball over the block there, and of course lands in front of one of the best liberos we have in the country, Happy there.
Yes, and I just want to remind you and the viewers that on Wednesday, 16th October, midweek, we have some midweek fixtures, and we shall be having games at MTN Arena Lugogo, and we shall be having VVC versus KCCA ladies at 6 p.m. And then later on at 8 p.m. we shall have Elion versus Police. And please, you have to be there and watch these games. Elion versus Police is going to be such an exciting game to watch. Both teams have aggressive players, aggressive attackers, and I think we shall be looking forward to see what the result will be between those two. Elion is in position 2 on the table at the moment. Yes, and they've not had any loss. And Police has had 2 victories so far. One against one was against was it Sky,
Yes.
and the other against no, and they've had 1 victory, but they played a good game against KCCA, where they got a point from KCCA. So surely we shall be looking forward to having those games. VVC versus KCCA at 6 p.m. and Elion versus Police at 8 p.m. on Wednesday, 16th October at the MTN Arena, Lugogo. Yeah, and we shall be live on YouTube, Sporters Volleyball Club channel. So please, just don't miss out on those games. And talking about the game that's going on now, Ndejje has closed that gap. They've pushed and closed that gap.
Yeah.
It's now just 2 points, and that's a good run there. But Kavc is still struggling a little bit, despite that 1 change that they made. And you can see the sets are not really there yet. That's a good attack from Fairul there on from Ndejje. You can see the setter is not yet comfortable, and we are now in the 4th set. Shouldn't he be comfortable by now to see what he can do for his attackers?
I think the setter is really having a hard time pushing these balls to position 4, because all the sets he has made on either sides of this court, the balls are really not trying to find the attackers in a comfort zone, and they are struggling so much. Even on upper, the one you're just supposed to give maybe that kind of high ball, is really trying to measure for him, and it's really making things hard. And you can see right there, he has tried to put a back ball there for Ayo. It is not a good one, and Ayo has just gained it or attacked it off court there, and we are tallying now with the scores.
And we saw the same start in the 3rd set. Kavc started well, they had the lead, but then Ndejje was able to catch up. So I don't know what they can do. Again, the setter is being forced to send those balls out in 4, because the reception is sort of finding him in position 2, and he has no option but to push that ball out. But also he's ignoring the middles, and I feel that Bernard could make some few points. He doesn't need to get the ball all the time, but at least he could come up with just a few points for the team. So if the setter could get the middles going, maybe that could be a good advantage. But that's a good block there from Onapa. He shuts down Fairul there in position 4, and I think it's the first monster block that we are seeing from Kavc in this set, and probably also from the 3rd set as well. Miscommunication, but they're able to send over that free ball. It's a backcourt set. It's a good idea. The set is a good idea, but I think that's an error from the attacker.
Yeah, we have now Coach Chelsea there on court, and you see that ball goes to him. But look at the defense of Kavc. They are trying to gang up to seal off all the gaps that Chelsea would have there to go through. But unfortunately, he just puts it to the net there.
Yes, service error from Innocent Ayo. Innocent Ayo, I keep mentioning he's one of the best servers of the Kavc team, but lately he has so many errors there. He has so many errors in the middle there, in the service box there.
$13 points for Team Kavc and 10 for Team Ndejje. And of course, Ndejje is still having 2 sets against 1 for Kavc. And you know, the way we have started this 4th set here, it's on a do or die for both teams, because like I said earlier on, Ndejje needs to secure the victory. Ndejje needs to secure the set. Kavc needs to push for points. They need to win the set. And of course, looking at the people who are trying to really push this team in red, Kavc, it's Onapa there, and of course Endra, Ayo, the setter Edmond. And if Kavc really need to get something out of this game, these 3 people really have to step up. Yeah, and you can see all the balls are now going to the danger man, the man himself on upper there, and he's scoring. He's trying to rally his teammates that you guys, we need to do something. We need to secure this set, and they are leading comfortably here with 3 points. But anything is possible. Ndejje can pick up because they picked 4-point lead.
Yes, but it's still slightly an early game here, and you never know what could happen.
Yeah.
The fact that Ndejje has 2 sets, they have the advantage. They have that they are slightly comfortable, and KVC will be on more pressure in this set if Ndejje even dares to get close and catch up. And that's a little bit of a struggle there, but it's a free ball. Let's see where the setter goes to Ndra, but he is blocked by Emma Kato. That's a good block, really.
You can just look at the reaction from the KVC players. Yeah, look at Onapa's reaction after that block from the Ndejje side off Ndra. Just look at the way he reacts.
Yes, I feel he thinks maybe that ball should have come to him. And if you looked at that replay, I still think that ball should have gone to Onapa because he had no block.
Yeah, because right now Onapa seems to have charged himself up. He's fired up, and you can see he has really scored even out of this set. The set has just made for him.
Yes, and we can see Kavc is back to that 2-point lead, but the game is now getting into the late points slowly. And is that ball on? No, it is out.
Off, yeah.
I think we shall maybe get a replay there and see if it was really on or out. I feel like maybe it was on. Maybe
let's just take a look. Good swing, but off court.
Oh, it's out. It's off court. Right. Ball is off court. Yeah, good watch there from the referee. Good effort to keep that ball there. Backward again, and it doesn't work. It doesn't work.
I just want to see how the setter is failing to read the game, that the opponent's shorter block was in position 4, where he has Chitosi Ronald there.
Yes.
The decision was good, but at the point of execution, you could really see that the ball had left the attacker, and he had no choice but to try to swing it to the...
Yes, and that ball should really go up there in 4 because the setter is on the front court. So it would be a good advantage. And if the setter could just put a good ball there. But as this set continues to go on, I feel we might go for the 5th set here.
Yeah, I am really seeing how this man here, Onapa, is trying to rally his teammates to push for this set, because all the balls he has received from the setter, he has tried to score and convert each and every, whether bad, whether good set. And that should be an example to all his teammates that, guys, we need to push ourselves for this set if we need something from this game.
Yes, and he's pushing, and the setter is going to continue to look for him. And if he does, they are able to maybe get this set. And Ndejje is not doing any, and also the decision making, they are struggling a little bit. And again, I think we might be going 5. KVC has stepped up a bit. You can see they are pushing themselves. The services are quite on. Just a few errors. They've tried to minimize the errors of this set, and they are pushing. I think they really want this game. Yes. So
yeah, Kavc needs to win this set if they really need to collect some points from this game. Good service there.
Chitosi is blocked.
Flips it, picked.
You can see how Eddie is trying to go. Emakato comes in but doesn't get that point. Ball goes to Onapa and he gets it again.
Yeah, I think Onapa has come to play this set. This particular set, he has really come out and is in beast mode right now. He's carrying his team. He's scoring each and every ball they are giving to him, and you can see the setter's work is really made so easy because where he puts the ball, he knows someone is going to score, and of course that's Onapa for you there. He's trying to carry his team on. That we can do this. We can really take this team down. And Ndejje has called for a timeout here. 21 points for KVC and 14 for Ndejje. Ndejje, remember, has 2 sets. KVC has 1 set.
KVC seems to be edging closer and closer to the victory of this set and taking us to the 5th set here. And you can see even Ndejje has made substitutions. We see Komakechi is on, Emakato is out. Even they've made the substitution for the setters, and we see that Gift is also on. But KVC just looks very good to take this set. Again, Tizo's service pressure is on and it's going to be a free ball. But Chitosi is able to get that point. Good play from him. He puts the ball in a position where no one is sure who is taking it. So there's that confusion from KVC and they're unable to...
I think that was a very good play from Chitosi there, but also Bernard should have maybe tried to stay at the net zone there because he's being off the net had caused confusion there for his team there trying to defend. That's why that ball goes full and lands on court. And Chitosi there serves out, and it's an error from him. So we have now another error from Edmond, the set of KVC.
On service, yes. Yeah. I think he has also not been consistent in the service box there. He has been very inconsistent. But should I say it's not over until it's over? Do you think? Or you think it's over?
In this particular case, it's over because I'm very sure KVC can win this set. So we are really, really going to see ourselves in the 5 set thriller.
Yeah, let's see if KVC will actually get this game. Yes, and they are getting their first set point of this set. There's a net fault there from Ndejje. And Ndejje really has not done so much of everything they did in the previous set. The previous set, we saw them blocking, defending, and the services were on and the reception. But this set, they are struggling. Again, that's another error, and KVC takes the 4th set here, and we are going 5. Now, the 5th set is a very short set, 15 points, and it's tricky. And the way Ndejje has just ended this set, if they play like that in the 5th set, they may not be able to take the win. And if KVC just keeps the momentum and they feed their attacker, maybe they'll also get this set. But we are going 5, and each of the teams has now gotten a point. And Ndejje has got their first point of the season.
Yeah.
And KVC is getting their second point here. So are they going to be able to add the 3rd one and maybe take victory here, or will Ndejje also be able to push and get victory here? Let's just wait and see how the 5th set will be of this game.
Okay. We are back for set number 5, and it happens to be the last set of this game. The winner takes it all. Kavc needs to win this set, and so does Ndejje. They need to win the same set. The first at 15 will be victorious.
And you can see Ndejje has made a change there. We see Chitos is on, and that means Fairul is on the bench, Cherani. And Kavc is getting that point. Kavc has not made a change, except the one they made in the previous set of Joel, Endra, and
Tizo. Yeah.
Yeah, so they've not made any change. But the Kavc is getting the first point of this decisive set. Good pick there from Chitosi. Back set, and wait, Fairul is on, but he's in the opposite. I think we had misread there. Vincent is the one that is not starting this set, but they've made a switch up there. Fairul is playing Fairul is playing there diagonal to Chitosi, so it is Vincent that is out, and Emma Kato is in the opposite. Onapa comes in hard. This time the block touch is good, and ball goes through the middle. Zit kept alive. Those are 4 touches from KVC side. You can see those block touches that Ndejje is making. That's what I was talking about previously. Onapa will come in hard, but the block touch will be good enough to allow the team to actually send to process the ball and be able to now get onto the attack.
Service error. Of course, it's from Fairul there, and Bernard is going for the service for Team KVC. And the look of things, we are tied at 2-2 so far. Remember, the first team to make 15 points will be victorious, and it's going to be a split for points here, because the winner will take away 2 points, and the other team will go with 1 point. Ponciano on the service. Good service. Good pass from Ayo. And he goes to Endra. Picked there. Stosi makes a very good score off the hands of the libero. And as I said earlier on, this man Onapa is trying to really show the setter that, please give me the ball. I'm really charged. From all the body reactions and his posture there, you can really see he's trying to tell the setter something that, you know what, it's a do or die. Just bring those balls and we find the way. And there he goes. And it's a score.
Ndejje is having the lead here. That's a 2-point lead again. And the libero now gives a good catch. The setter still forces it for Onapa, and Onapa gets that ball. The setter is forcing back sets, as you can see. He's going to look for Onapa because he's seeing that he's the player that is getting for him the points in this moment. And I think that is what he should do really in this short set. He needs someone to make points for him.
And this is a short set. So everything you do has to be in perfection. Every mistake you make is going to be advantageous for the opponent side. And you can see there, the ball is off the hands of the middle blocker there for KVC. And the person in position 6 was Endra. And this is someone you could really maybe expect to play that ball back on court there. But it goes off, and Ndejje is still leading. Very good pass there. The setter goes right back
to Onapa.
And the ball is retrieved.
Yeah, it's a good effort there from Ndejje. And ball again goes to Onapa. And again, there's a good defense from Ndejje. Chitosi comes in from behind. Ball again to Onapa. And he doesn't get it this time. And you can see the frustration with himself. He doesn't get that ball. And everyone just knew that ball is going to him again.
Yeah.
But he doesn't get it. But there's some type of good defense that is coming from Ndejje at this moment. They're trying to keep that ball away from their side. They're sending it. They're defending. And it's good. Again, good defense there from Happy. Ball is kept alive. Now a free ball. Chance for Ndejje, but there's an error there from the setter. Do you think he could have gone two hands on that set?
Look at the movement of Martin there. He's really coming to show the setter that give me this ball or throw it out. Look at who he has there. He has Pyrul. Why wouldn't you run that ball when the setter of the opponent team is on front court?
Yes,
sometimes the decisions setters make.
I think maybe it would be good to put that ball in for, but of course that's an out of system set and there's a struggle there. And Innocent Ayo makes an error. It is not, I don't know what is wrong with Innocent these past games. Sometimes I think maybe he puts himself on so much tension, like he wants to deliver so much.
Yeah.
And sometimes when you want to do so much, you end up making errors. So you can see such an error that he has made. And we saw these several errors as well when Kavc played against Nemo as well as against Sporters. So he's been struggling individually as a player. And at such a time to make such an error, to hand Ndejje a 3-point lead. And now we are changing sides here and we are now in the most crucial points, getting into those crucial points. And substitution is coming in now for Ayo. Smith is getting on.
Now, this substitution here, I don't know what the coach is thinking, because in the previous sets he has been using Rukundo as an opposite in the double sub he does there. But look at the way they are standing. The setter is in two, and he has two receivers trying to play this ball and tries to dump it over there, and the ball is retrieved and scored comfortably there by Chitosi. Experience is playing its part in this fifth set.
Yes, and Kavc is calling the first time out of this decisive set and the first time out for them. So you can see why the substitution of having Chitosi to start, and also now you're having Emma Kato on court. I think that is a good strategy for Ndejje to get these experienced players, and knowing that this set is a short one, they are trying to get that strategy in. But they're defending so well. The block touches are there, the cover is there behind, and they are attacking. When they are defending, they're executing. So that is good. And you see now Kavc is struggling a little bit again with the sets and also the errors from the attackers. We saw one from Innocent Ayo. And now we see that Smith is on. And the libero has tried to fix the reception. Onapa has come in hard again. Good attack from him. And we see the setter is looking for Onapa. Almost all the time.
Yeah. Now the previous ball he gave Onapa, because I think Onapa failed to convert, he had to switch and be like, let me try and give Innocent Ayo there. And those 2 points all went and the balls were retrieved and Ndejje was able to score out of that.
Yes, but also another advantage that Ndejje is having right now over Kavc is that they are getting their middles going.
Yeah.
You see where the setter put that ball in the middle. You would almost not expect the ball to go there, but it went there, and that is a point from the middle there. Onapa comes in high off the hands, and he is able to get that point. Happy is unable to reach it on that one. But good efforts from the blockers. They are making those touches, by the way, the Ndejje blockers.
Yeah.
If you're just in a position, you're able to keep that ball alive. It's now 7 points for Kavc and 10 for Ndejje. Ndejje has hit the 10-point mark, so they just need 5. Yes, and if they are able to maybe get to 13 points earlier, they could have an edge and a chance to
Innocent Ayo is back for Rukundo and he goes for the service there.
And I think that is also a good strategy to get him to serve, because he's one of their best servers there. And Onapa pushes through the block on that one and gets that point. Just 2 points now for KVC to catch up. And with that service pressure from Innocent Ayo, if he's able to keep it if he's able to be consistent in the service box, KVC could have a chance to catch up. Again, tough set there for Emakato, but he's able to get that ball through. Ball comes into the middle again. There is defense from KVC side. Now the ball goes behind to Cherani, and he gets that point.
Yeah, you can see his teammates at the bench. They have uploaded that score from Chirani. That's when you know that this particular set is important. Whatever score you make.
Yes, and it was a wise play from him, really, because he went after Endra's block, which is a good decision there. There's a net touch from Ndejje. You can see a little bit of disagreements there, but there's a net touch from them, and let's take a look and see if it was actually there from them. Is there a touch on the net? Yes, there is a touch there from Chitosi. And he knows it. He knows he made that net touch. But again, Ndejje has 11 points and KVC has 9. They are still 2 points behind, and Ndejje is just looking for 4 points. But decisive set is a tricky one, really. It's the set where the definition, it's not over until it's over, really actually comes in. Because we've seen games where players, the team has 14 points and the opponent has 11, and they just push and take the game. So we saw it against between KVC and Nemo last season in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Twice actually, both games. Onapa comes in hard off Chito's
for Edmond, I think his work is just going to be set the ball in 2, set the ball in 1, because these are dying moments of this set. We need a victory and we need someone who can score, and that's Onapa. What he's doing really is just doing that what Edmond needs and what he wants.
Yes, but now the setter is on the front court, and that ball goes to Emakato. It's kept alive. Ball is now going to Chitosi, and he is shut down by the youngster Eddie. I feel like that ball should have gone to Emakato still, despite Chitosi having the setter blocking him, because we saw he made a few errors in the previous set. Yes, it's a block from him. We saw a few errors from him, despite having the setter there. He struggled to attack and get the point.
I think there was no possible way that ball could have gone to maybe Emakato, because the person who picked it was the setter, and you have a center player trying to set it. So the best option he had was just to give the ball to Chitosi where he was facing.
Yes, but now there's a service error there from Onapa, and KVC is calling the second timeout. Ndejje is looking for 2 points. KVC is looking for 2 points to catch up. Ndejje is looking for 2 to take the game. So what do you think? I want to ask you to see, do you think that KVC could take the game, or you feel that Ndejje is in a comfortable place to take the game?
At this point, I think the pressure is on both sides. Any error, but looking at the scores, I can say Ndejje will win this. Will take the game.
Okay, let's wait and see, because it's not over until it's over. Anything can happen in a decisive set. And we're having Emakato going in for service, an experienced player first of all, and good server as well. So let's see if he can do something from the service box. And he sends that ball there to Innocent Ayo. Ball goes to Onapa. It does not actually get there very well. It was not a very good set for him.
Yeah.
You could see the ball was a bit not in the usual position, and he had to come in a little bit in, and he is shut down on that one. No net error from Ndejje. You can see Martin felt that one in his soul. It's like he really needed to make that block, and they get that point. And now it's match point for Ndejje, but Emakato makes a service error there. Now this is where it gets interesting. KVC is just looking for 2 points, and if they get 1 point now, Ndejje might have to call a timeout. They may be a bit nervous to get it, and they're having a good server, Ndra, in the service box, but Chitosi makes a good catch. Ball goes to him. Does he get the point? No! The ball is out. This is what we are talking about. It is just interesting now.
Ndra is serving and he's a very good server, and he's going to go straight again at Chitosi. They are trying to force him to receive towards the libero side that doesn't get space of going out there to attack, and it does it. The ball goes back to Chitosi. He scores, and Ndejje have become victorious in this set. So, congratulations to Team Ndejje and hard luck to Team KVC.
And well done to Ndejje University, Ndejje LICS. This is the first win for Ndejje, and they get 2 points from it. But it was a good fight from them because KVC took the first set, and we thought maybe KVC could take the game. But Ndejje has pushed and gotten this game, and KVC can only go away with 1 point, and they are still on. They are still yet to win a game because they haven't won any games so far. Yeah, they lost to Spotters and lost to Nemo 3-2, and now they've lost to Ndejje 3-2, and that is what we shall be going with today. Congratulations to Ndejje University. And then, as you can see, tomorrow we shall be having those games, Spotters versus Elion at 11 a.m. Those are ladies. And then UCU versus Nemo, a game to look out for at 1 p.m. And then later on, we shall have Police versus Prisons. Also going to be such an exciting game. Please just be here to watch. Also be online. And then, like I mentioned earlier, on Wednesday, 16th October, midweek, we shall be having VVC versus KCCA at 6 p.m. and Elion versus Police at 8 p.m. Yeah, but otherwise, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being here with us. And that was our final game of the day. Yes, thank you so much for being here. And also, thank you, Moses, for being here today and also giving us your good analysis as always. Well done. Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much for having me. It's always a pleasure to be here. And I want to say congratulations to Team Ndejje. They have really fought their way back into this game. And, you know, it's always hard when you're coming from a defeat, then you again register another defeat. But good for them. They have secured the 2 points. Not maybe what they wanted for the result, but also looking at the experience that Chitosi and Emma Kato always bring to that court. It has worked on their favor. And of course, looking at KVC side, it's hard luck for them. They are from a weekend where they lost to Nemo, and now again they are losing to Ndejje in the same margin. So it's not good results maybe for their camp. Something has to work out. Maybe the technical bit of it has to be attended to. But it has been a good evening, and we have enjoyed ourselves. Thank you.
All right, that is it for today, ladies and gentlemen. We shall see you tomorrow online and physically. And also, please don't forget to subscribe to the Spotters Volleyball YouTube channel to be kept within the loop, to always catch these games live. And if you miss a game, you can always find it on our channel. And as always, I'm your one and only Kalanzi Shamira. See you tomorrow. Have a good evening and good night, ladies and gentlemen.